Welcome back, everybody, to 31 70s horror movies for Halloween, where I'm counting down my favorite horror movies from the 1970s. After the rather disturbing movie I talked about last time, for this one I'm talking about something fun. For number 8, we have Piranha.
The piranhas.
I thought I told you not even to say that word.
But the piranhas.
What about the goddamn piranhas?
They're eating the guests, sir.
I love this movie. I absolutely adore this movie. During the 70s, like I mentioned earlier on this list, during the 70s there were a lot of movies made to cash in on Jaws. You know, Jaws made so much money that so many other people and so many other studios tried to cash in on the killer animal craze that Jaws started. Piranha is one of the best Jaws ripoffs. I would say it's the best Jaws ripoff.
There's something in here!
David! David!
This is a B movie in the truest sense of the word, but it's not a bad movie. I always say B movie does not mean bad movie, it just means B movie. It was directed by Joe Dante, one of the most underrated directors out there, and it's just so much fun. You have this abandoned military outpost in the middle of the this sort of mountainous area where there's a river, and there's this pool where there are genetically altered piranhas. And the piranha end up being dumped into the river system, and they're genetically altered so they can survive in fresh and salt water and cold water. And they basically go down the river eating anyone they come across.
Ow!
Did you get bit?
Ouch! Ow!
Dad!
Stay back! Stay back!
And that's really the main reason why I love Piranha. It is a horror movie that is fun. It has horrific moments, but it also has fun moments. It's just such an enjoyable ride. It's one of my all-time favorite B-movies. You have these fun, quirky characters, while at the same time you have these piranha feeding frenzies, which get really bloody, especially in the third act. The one thing I respect a lot about Piranha is the very first bloodbath. There are people who die throughout the film, but the first, massive bloodbath is this group of kids at a summer camp. And, it's like, I'm not one of those people who just sits around rooting for some kid death, but I always respect when a horror movie has the guts to kill a kid. And Piranha kills a bunch of them. It's interesting, because, yes, Piranha was made to cash in on Jaws, and it does not hide that. Like, the first thing you see in the movie is someone playing the Jaws video game. Piranha was released by New World Pictures, Roger Corman, who is the B-movie king. But anyway, Universal Pictures tried to sue New World Pictures for the film, but then it turned out that Steven Spielberg was a big fan of Piranha, so he got Universal to back off. And so Steven Spielberg is a fan of Piranha, so hey, that counts for something. I hear a lot of people talking about Piranha 3D, which I do enjoy. I do like that movie. But people need to give the original Piranha a shot because, you have... The two main characters are so much fun. The banter they have back and forth between each other is great. They have great chemistry together. And again, quirky characters. This is something that we've kind of lost in modern horror movies. Filmmakers want to make the characters seem more realistic, so they take away the quirkiness. And I say don't take away the quirkiness. Let the quirkiness stay in the characters, because that makes us like the characters more, and thus we're more affected if they die. And of course, as you would expect in a movie like this, there's this huge bloodbath in the third act where all these people at a resort get attacked by the piranha. You know, you have the owner of the resort, who's basically the Jaws mayor character who wants to ignore the problem. So of course he ignores it, and then it comes back to bite him in the ass with the piranha attacking all his resort members. And it's a fantastic bloodbath scene. And it's practical effects, and very well done. The creature effects are, you know, okay, they may seem a little dated by today's standards, but I would say they're dated in a delightful way, you know, delightfully dated, which just adds to the fun of the movie. Yeah, I would say Piranha is one of the most underrated horror movies of the 70s. I don't think people people have definitely seen it, and people definitely do like it, but it did get, you know, like, sort of overtaken by Piranha 3D, which came out in 2010, and I think that's a real shame. You know, so go out, watch the original Piranha. You're gonna get thrills, you're gonna get bloodshed, you're gonna get quirky, fun characters. It's just all around an enjoyable movie. This is like, I know this is going to sound weird, this is my feel-good horror movie. Like, when I'm just, you know, wanting to watch something, want to watch a horror movie that I know I'm going to have a good time watching, I pop in Piranha. It's my feel-good horror movie. I'm hoping it can be your feel-good horror movie too.